So now that Navia has been out for a minute and she has a rerun, let's talk about why she's actually worth pulling. Despite being Geo, she's probably the first Geo character that can synergize with other elements other than Dendro. So not only does she synergize with other Geo characters, but you can use her with any other element because she's the first character in Geoland to take advantage of crystallization, which was practically useless otherwise. I will tell you, if you are gonna pull for her, start farming her set. I did try Golden Troop on her, thinking it might be better because most of her damage is front loaded to her skill, and she gets 2 of those. But she gets 2 rounds of those. But I tried Golden Troop, and because of the caveat of you have to be off field for it to do its most damage, it kind of makes her just like quick swappy, which she still is, and that's fine. But I put back her set, the Whispers, which was, believe it or not, on my Zhongli, which we'll talk about later. And it's broken, even though I got a 4-star circlet, by the way. And I got really lucky when she first came out that I went ahead and I pulled for her weapon and I got it. So my Navia is kind of special just because I do have her signature weapon. Gives her ATK, gives her crit rate, gives her skill damage that stacks twice. It's obviously gonna give her more of a edge than the average person, but there's plenty of weapons you can use on her. Give her anything with crit, because she really is anybody that's gonna be a DPS, you know, crit weapon if you got it. Energy recharge really isn't that big of a problem because these new DPS characters that are coming out, they're very niche in terms of their team composition. So for example, like Navia wants another Geo that can help her crystallize, and will also give her that Geo resonance buff and help her recharge already naturally. And in my opinion, I mean, you can use any element you want, literally. That's why she's good with Farina. She'll be good with Fischl. But I like Bennett. I feel she and Bennett are besties. And I like to give Favonius to my Bennett. So not only is he a battery, but he's a super battery. And then if you do a double pyro, you get more ATK. She's ATK, right? She's an ATK based character. So, I mean, if you don't have a good Whispers for her, don't worry so much about artifact set. Just good stats. Like my Zhongli right now has, and my Al-Haytham, they don't really have sets because I just don't have good ones. And the RNG situation with artifacts domains is, it's like throwing money away. So no, thank you. I will keep trying, but I'm not gonna waste most of my resin on that, just to get a set. If I luck out, great. And with Navia, I did to some extent. I mean, I not fully, because I have a 4-star circlet on her for the time being, but it is what it is for now. And that one's it's a crit damage one because she's got a crit rate claymore. Geo with more crit damage and a little bit of recharge. ATK with decent substats there. Feather with 2 good substats and a flower with 2 good substats. So it's not, and you see they're not all leveled up. It's not anything wow remarkable. The circlet is the worst, but it's what she needs, right? Because she's got 174 to 35. She's got only 126 recharge, y'all, and she doesn't really. I don't have any problems with her burst. So if you do the right team composition, you don't really even need to put that much recharge on her. Her ATK is 2600, which I only think Shan Yun is that high or close to that. So that's exciting. And you're gonna see her right now. So I put the whispers on her, a back on her. Golden Troop is not as good. I don't recommend it. If you don't have a set, just give her a any two-piece ATK with a two-piece Petra for the Geo. That'll come the closest to this, even though this gives you 30% Geo damage bonus. She will get at least the 15 from the Petra. Zhongli is built as a sub DPS, not as a shield bot, because I love Zhongli. I want him. I like his burst. I don't care about the animation. The animation causing DPS loss. It's just I like big burst damage, which is why I like Navia, because she's big skill damage. So as you can tell, he's got a two-piece Noblesse and a Wanderers. That does nothing for him, but it's crit damage with good substats. All those are good for him. Most of these are good for him, or half of them. All of these are good for him. Half of these are good for him, and all of these are good for him. So it's kind of like, it's just the best I got. So he deserves the best. And my other issue, again, that's why I say use a crit weapon. I had the catch on him, because originally I had Emblem on him too for my burst DPS. And you need a crit weapon to guarantee the ratio that you want. You know, his energy recharge is kind of low, but it doesn't matter. He's doing fine. And I always use him with other Geo characters, typically speaking, unless I just use him for shielding. I do have another set I can put on him for shielding. And Bennett and Xiangling are built like anybody else, although now she's got the catch. He's got a Favonius. And so let me show you why Navia is fun. She's just a ton of fun. If you want an easy to play DPS that's tons of fun and synergizes with practically any character you want, but especially Geo and a Pyro with Bennett, pull for Navia. You're gonna have fun with her, and you're not going to be frustrated clearing any content in the game. And she's my heaviest hitter right now for single hit damage. I think I'm sure people can do better than me, but right now she does like 260 plus K in one shot. Stabilize. So check it out. Attack! It's always good to start with her burst. Teamwork is dreamwork. Into the fire. This is order. Nice. Thank you, Zhongli. Feeling lucky. Oh, I missed. How can that happen? Solidified. Hey there. Going in. Let's light it up. Proper send up. From Mosquito Isla. This one's got your name on it. So that was super easy and super fun. I don't know what it is. It's just fun. I guess I'll give this to Lynette. So yeah, she's worth pulling. She's worth getting the weapon. If you can't get the weapon, I mean, you could always try. Give her a crit one. Give her the Serpent Spine. Give her the Black Cliff. Give her something like that where you can. It's just you need to. Other than that, get the Whispers. Otherwise, get a two-piece ATK, a two-piece Petra in the meantime that you can easily use, or even two-piece ATK twice, because she is ATK based. That's why, again, she and Bennett are besties. She and Zhongli are besties. Ningguang, even Kiori. So, and you can't go wrong. I mean, you could also use Fischl. You don't really got to invest too much on energy recharge with her. She's easy to build. She's got the Usia going on. I love to use her with Narwhal to fight Narwhal in co-op. So she's definitely worth it. Do you need her? No. Is it worth having? Yes, especially if you don't have Geo, because now with Imaginarium, who knows when Geo's gonna pop up, and when Geo pops up, she's probably way better than to have than most any other Geos. She's the easiest Geo DPS to play, way easier than Ito. Ito has too many restrictions, and she doesn't. So